Hey everyone, Mango7Roll here. How we doing today? Welcome to the first video of 2020, I guess. And I'm a little groggy because I did what any introvert would do and slept through, midnight. So that happened. But we're awake now. It's okay. And we're going to talk about the patch that just came out, which, as always, we have not read before, but we're pretty much spoiled right here with Alencia. I'm really excited she came. Honestly, my hope was we'd get a New Year's unit for this kind of rotation of units. Somebody in a kimono or a yukata, whatever you call the New Year's festival typical kind of theme. That's what I was hoping for. But instead, we get Alencia, which I am super excited for because I will be instantly plus 15 in her. I think, assuming nothing's changed from her data mine or whatever else we've got, I think she's going to be a really, really, really fun and insane unit. And especially for people like me and other Tylers out there that don't have Charles, probably going to be pretty good and fit a bunch of roles. So let's see what she's got here and see what else is in. The scroll bar doesn't look too big today. Let's go take a look at that. Doesn't look too big, so it looks like we're gonna get Alencia and her side story, and that's honestly probably it. So pretty excited, pretty excited. So she's got a defense imprint. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna summon for at least 2 of these. Unless I go to pity on my first one, I'm gonna pick up a second just to get that imprint, I believe. We've got her skill introduction here. She is a cancer for her zodiac, which means it's going to take you special alarm loops for the awakening. It's going to take you mouse insignias for skill ups. It's going to take you heart of hypocrisies for both. So get those ready. You've got a little bit to farm those. So we've got her Eradicates here, which batters the enemy with 60% chance to defense break. It goes up to, I believe, 75% chance for 1 turn, and then damage is proportionate to her max health. She then has 25% chance to grant Mind's Eye to the caster for 1 turn when attacked. When this is activated, she gains, I think it's 30% effectiveness and 30% effect resistance. And then she also procs her skill 2, which is Trample, which strikes the enemy, decreasing the cooldown of her skill 3 by 1 turn. So her Eradicate will hit into her Trample as well, which is just not only really cool, but looks visually cool too, and I'm excited for. The number one thing I'm actually ready to see about her is her VA. I really want to see what her VA is. She sounded a lot like what I've heard Abby Trot sounds like sometimes from the one line we heard. I haven't heard her skill 1 or skill 2 or anything yet. And then her final Genesis is an AoE attack, which dispels all buffs and grants defense buff to yourself and your allies for 2 turns. Again, scales with max HP on a what it looks like a 4-turn cooldown here, which is really cool. Maybe 5-turn, not 4. I can't remember how they handle cooldowns on these things here. So her skill set is very solid. I really, really, really like her skill set. I like that it dispels. I like that it disrupts. I like that it defense break. I like that it makes her resilient. I like that it does all of the things, basically. But from what we saw in the data mines, her multipliers are very, very, very lackluster, which means she's going to be hard to do a good amount of damage. So for a lot of people's gear, kind of just going to be that disruptive buffer, dispeller, defense breaker, which is honestly a good place to be anyway, but she's not going to do as much damage as Charles. So keep that in mind. She's also going to be incredibly greedy for gear. She's going to take every last little bit of stats, every last little piece of gear, everything. And she's probably also going to want to be on a counter set just to proc her skill 1 into skill 2 as well. So she's got a lot of stuff going for her, but she's also going to require a lot of attention and head pats. So make sure you do both of those things, probably not in that order. I think head pat first. So let's see your artifact. I haven't actually seen this yet. I don't think it was data mine. So I love the art. It's hilarious. So caster's critical hit chance increases by 2% whenever somebody's turn starts. Huh. I don't like it. Um, I don't like this at all. Huh. I'm not sure what to think about this artifact. I feel like this is not something you want to risk. Like, I get that it allows you to build her a little worse or a little less crit base, and then has the crit to make up for it, but I don't like that it doesn't have attack or crit damage. Huh. I'm not sure what to think about this, but I'm initially not a fan outside of the art. I'm a fan of the art. But as well, the part that really hits this Alencinox? Isn't her name Alencia? Alencia. So why Alencinox? I guess we'll see with her story or something like that. It doesn't make sense to me, but it is what it is. Anyway, one of the things that makes this artifact worse is that you have so many other artifacts. You have Sigurd's Scythe, you have Durandal, you have Seed, you have Strat Gauntlet, you have literally all of the artifacts. So not liking that. So let's see what else is happening here. Side story, Eulogy of a Saint. That's exciting or not. We know it's coming. Powder Shop, that's exciting. Sigurd Scythe, nice. Elbus, nice. Basket, which is kind of nice now. Celestine, wow, this is a juicy month. This has 4 pretty nutso artifacts right now. If you're one of those people who likes ML Ken or something like that, Sigurd Scythe is pretty much a must-buy. Elbrus is pretty much the best artifact in the game right now. Alexa Basket is something pretty much every Arbiter Vildred I see is on right now, which is kind of cool too. And then Celestine is just one of those things I really think you should have at least one of just in case. So this is an insane artifact rotation. And it also has Aureus as well. Thank you. Okay, wow, that's it. So there was no Alencia side story. I don't know what that means, but that kind of scares me because I like the side story and I'm really excited to see what her side story entails. So does that mean she's going to merge into the Christmas story somehow? I have no idea what's going to happen, but there is no Alencia here. Also, one thing I forgot to mention too is there is no maintenance period as well. So my guess is Alencia will go live at 7 p.m. PST, whenever that is normally, which is when the crowd banner will rotate out. So I will 100% be streaming my summons for Alencia. I might even do viewer summons then. I haven't decided, but there's a chance I start my stream late and do some viewer summons that day, or potentially do viewer summons the day after. So if that's something you're interested in and can wait a day for summoning Alencia, Mango's there to wreck your account. Interesting. So let's see what it is. Dragon Lolly Waifu. No sides. Okay, it wasn't just me that noticed it. Okay. Interesting. But world boss improvements, please. Buff her. I don't understand. Are you serious? Another 5-star useless artifact. This one I can maybe agree with. I wouldn't call it useless yet, but interesting. Yeah, when you can't see how good this artifact is when put on a certain someone. Who's this certain someone? Honestly, I'm not sure. It's hard for me to mentally or visually think who would want that artifact over the other really good warrior artifacts. Like, there's just nobody I can really think of. Maybe I'm blanking here, but it is what it is. Interesting. So, one thing I want to say is no side story is really awkward. I understand that we already have Dian's side story, and I had some people on stream today say that it would be too much to have Dian's side story and Alencia's side story because of how much stamina it takes, and that's not an excuse. Maybe that's a problem with the stamina and not the actual story. So I'm kind of sad about that. I really was excited to see what her story was. So anyways, there's not much else to talk about here. We're just gonna do this for now. Let's go check if there's any more announcements. Patch information reopened? Question mark. What does reopened mean? Is that like a bad translation or something like this? Interesting. I'm not sure. Maybe that's something earlier. Patch information, winter celebration check-in. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything new here, so that's gonna be it for now. Thank you so much for watching. You're all absolutely wonderful. I really hope I get lucky on this. This is gonna be hopefully a good banner for me, because if this is a good banner for me, I'm gonna have a really, really nice sandbag of resources to go into the future, because I've got something like 15,000 sky stones I've been saving up, and 300 bookmarks, so I am ready. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe as always, and I will talk to y'all later. Have a wonderful day. Bye, everybody.